Hi, today I am not gonna talk about the government for a change. I'm scared of the Egyptian KGB. Instead, I want to talk about the people. As you all know, we live in a society, and if you couldn't tell, I have quite some resentment built up towards Egyptians. And I promise you, it's not for nothing. I'm not just being racist. I'm gonna show you a specific issue that a friend of mine ran into personally in the past. In fact, she suggested this video idea to me in the first place, so thank her for that. Let me preface this by saying that Egyptians care more about appearances than anything else. I'm not talking about people's appearances, or not just that. I'm talking about how things seem to be. As long as it looks like everything is fine, then that's good enough. Hell, it's more important than it actually being okay. It looks like we have good education. It looks like our society is virtuous. It looks like we have justice. You get the idea. Everything here is pretend. This is the reason why they are so obsessed with censorship. Instead of putting effort into fixing whatever problem they have, they work hard to hide it and silence any whistleblowers. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about one of those things we pretend to have. Virtue. When you think about the word virtue, I'm sure a lot of things would come to mind if you were a normal, sane person. But here, I am willing to bet almost anyone you ask will relate it to sex somehow. Specifically for females, sex for a woman here is something to be ashamed of, while for men it's something to be proud of and brag about. And in a society with no concept of privacy or freedom, this mindset will inevitably have everyone sniffing up each other's pants to see who's been in whose. Premarital sex here is grounds for a bottomless pit of trouble and slander, even if you didn't even actually do it. Suspicion alone is enough to drag your name through the mud. So, obviously, if an unmarried couple wanted to do the deed together, either one's place is out of the question. So where would you take that matter? Hotels or other lodging places? And as a vigilant Egyptian protector of virtue, they're not gonna let this happen. But here doesn't specifically have anything against premarital sex. As I've said, looks above all, and for things to look civilized here, the law has to look civilized. So let's just write a decent-ish set of rules and then not follow it. But let's keep it there anyway. And let me be clear, all of this only applies to Egyptian women. Foreigners are exempt from all the bullshit unwritten rules they have here. As a woman under a certain age, which varies from hotel to another, you aren't allowed to book a room alone. Legally you are, so they won't directly say no. Instead, they'll make up excuses to not let you in. And what are you gonna do about it anyway? You can't really do anything if they say no.
We don't call. Nothing! You lose! Good day!
Ma'am.
But what if the hotel is not doing great and can't afford to lose a guest, which is common by the way nowadays, since tourism hasn't really been doing too hot since 2011? Well, they will let her book a room, but the room service staff will keep accidentally budging in on her or knocking on the door to try and scout inside the room to see if she's been up to anything. Multiple times a day. This is if she books it alone. If she has a man with her who she isn't married to or is blood related to her, they will just straight up say no. Even if they're engaged, it's still likely gonna be no because you're not allowed to have your woman until you're both married officially. However, it is okay for a pair of people of the same gender to book a room together, male or female. People here don't even acknowledge the existence of homosexuals among them. In their head, if you're Egyptian, you can't be gay.
Yeah. Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
And it is also okay for groups bigger than 2 to book a room together if the place supports it. They haven't heard about orgies yet, I suppose. This is virtue in Egyptians' eyes. The same people who enforce this shit will do other horrible things themselves, and probably fuck too anyway, and then go around telling people not to, and doing their best to make sure they don't. The level of hypocrisy here is crazy. Not even just on this matter, this is just one thing out of many. One layer of the facade they have set up for their society. That's it for this video. I know it's a small one, but I just wanted to get this out of the way. If you would like to know more about this rotten society, let me know. If you have any suggestions or questions, also be sure to drop it in the comments. I read them all. Or you could just say nice things to me. Also, thank you guys for 423 subscribers. I know the number might seem relatively small, but to me it's not. I don't even know that many people in real life, so the fact that this many people follow my channel is kinda crazy. I appreciate it. I've got nothing more for you now. Until next time, take care.